Hello traders, this is day number 39 of Small Cap Market Open Trading. I've written a plan specifically to trade small cap stocks which are notoriously volatile and unreliable, but also a favorite of new traders to trade, and they often cause them to blow up their accounts. So the idea behind this plan is to have a plan that's very easy to follow and safe, meaning that you can take up to 100 trades or more and not be at risk of blowing up or even damaging your account. How do we do that? By just trading one single share per trade. Then we track 100 trades and we find out whether or not it's profitable before we increase our position size. So today is a great example of the trading plan keeping us out of a dangerous market or a weak market. It doesn't always do that, but I don't worry about what's going on in the news or how the market looks overall before I decide whether or not I'm going to trade. Everything is built into the plan, and I know whether or not to trade just based on what's happening that day. So what do I mean by that is you look today and you see the markets are all red. We're down 2.5% in the Dow Jones, almost 2% in the S&P, the NASDAQ about 1.5%. None of that stuff deters me. I just go about my normal trading routine. So I use my small cap screener and I look for stocks that first meet my screener criteria and then they must meet my chart criteria. So these are the filters that I use. And then I organize the list by volume, and I have to see 500,000 shares or more being traded at the open. This morning, there was only a few stocks, VXRT. INO did not meet the daily chart criteria, so that one was an easy rejection. VXRT was the one that I was watching, and I believe KAR as well. These other stocks like CARS was not up there at the open. So anyway, let's take a look at the video, and you'll see me putting these stocks on my chart and what I was looking at to trade and why. So here's VXRT. So it was above the 200 MA on the daily chart. And now I just need to see it break out through its previous high. And same thing with KAR was trading right around its 200 MA on the daily. So when that happens, I put a line on the chart. That's that purple line. And I want to see it get over that line before I could take a trade. It never did. So I never did take a trade on that. And VXRT was the one that I got closest to trading, and I'll show you exactly what happened. So there, it breaks out over its previous high. That's the first yellow line, and now I'm just waiting for it to make its first high of day, and it does a little double top there. So that's the first high of day. Now I need to see a second high of day. That's what this white line is. So there's the second high of day established, and then what ended up happening, oh no, actually it did not yet. Here it comes. There it is, and now it's going to just consolidate sideways, which is fine. I could still get triggered for an entry. My cat's going through the window shade, so sorry about that noise. All right, so here we go. Now here's the pullback. So this is really important. So I have not been triggered to take an entry yet. And I haven't taken an entry yet. There's no trades yet. But you see this red line here? That marks out the weak point of the stock, in my opinion, because it already had one ABCD pattern. So it started somewhere down here. It's below the chart. Here's point B, and then pulls back to point C. That's here. And that begins the second ABCD pattern, the one that I'm trading. So if it falls below that previous pullback, then I consider it weak. And is that 100% right all the time? Absolutely not. But I know that statistically I am stacking the odds against me if I take a trade when it goes below that level. So I just don't want to do that anymore. And that has always been my cutoff point ever since I've been trading the small cap plan and the mid cap plan. Well, it was slightly different in the mid cap plan. But anyway, so that is my point of weakness. If the price goes down below that level, even on the first pullback, then I can't take a trade. And I'll show you one other thing that happens after this. So there we go. You see the price pulled back and never gave me an entry. And now there is no possible entry that I could take on this because it came down below the point of weakness that I described earlier. And look at my trading plan. It says right here, stop trading for the day if the stock you choose to trade breaks below point A of the ABCD pattern, even if you haven't taken any trades or only one trade or whatever. So that's exactly what happened today. So this is point A of the ABCD pattern that I was trading, and point C ended up coming down lower than that. So that is an obvious sign of weakness and a reversal of trends, and that's something that I don't want to get involved with. And once that happens, I'm done trading for the day, because that means that my setup and my plan and all that kind of stuff is not really aligning with the market for what it's doing today. So that's what I mean by the plan should, and doesn't always, but should help keep you out of weak markets and dangerous markets, and that's what happened today. So it worked as designed today. That's the thing. So we didn't take any trades, we didn't lose any money, and we lived to trade another day. And I'll show you on my account page, you can see that I didn't take any trades, just so you know I'm not making stuff up here. It looks like I lost a lot of money today. I already have it set for today's date, and the reason why it looks like I lost a lot of money is because that's my SPXL swing trade. So there you go. You can see I haven't taken any other trades today. That's SPXL. The S&P 500, as I've said, is pulling back, but we are not really losing money on this trade because our stop loss is already way above our position. So no matter what, we can't lose. This is just how much the stock has pulled back since Wednesday. So anyway, we're going to win that trade no matter what, and I'm going to make a video in just a moment going over that trade, and I'll release that tomorrow. I'll also have a video about the results so far of my market open day trading. So let me know if you have any questions about this trade or any others, or my trading plan. I'll get back to you in the comment section below. As always, go into every single trade with a plan. Stick to that plan no matter what. Always take your stop losses, honor your profit target, and in the long run, you should be green. Take care.